Hi. Oh, I am feeling really bad. Well, I'm better now. I'm always better later. When I wake up and I can barely move. I can't think, function. I'm tired. And day after day, nothing is enjoyable. And I know things are bad when I actually have to force myself to go to the animal shelter. That's like red flag depression. And there's nothing really going on that could explain my feeling this way. And it really has the feel of bipolar depression. And I'm still managing to force myself through the routine of my day. If I didn't have 2 dogs here with me and some dogs at the animal shelter, that I had the feeling that they were counting on me, then I wouldn't be out of bed. So not that far yet, but can't fall asleep at night. You'd think you'd drag your ass around all day like like you got lead in your pants. You'd think that when you lay down at the end of the day, you'd be able to just close your eyes and fall asleep. But no, nothing happens. And night after night, and then it's tempting that when I finally do fall asleep, to just keep sleeping and sleeping and sleeping. And that's dangerous, because before you know it, you have reversed your nights and days, and then here comes mania. So, but so does just plain insomnia can do that, and so I'm like, well, and I don't want to take a nap. I don't like naps anyway. I always feel crappy after a nap. But then I might not be able to fall asleep that night, and it might be because I took that nap or slept in. So I get up, and I mean, it's just this, not just physical, it's just mental slow too. And I don't care what I look like. I'm not interested in just anything. And like today I was so depressed, or was it last night? See? This is what I mean. I'm gonna explain this in a minute. I had the sensation of, it's not unusual for me to have some anxiety. I'm sorry, I always do this with my hair because I don't, Depakote discolored my skin, and I like to keep my hair a little, it's called Derealization. I have anxiety often when I'm depressed. Sometimes. Depression and or anxiety can, there's a lot of things that can cause it, but for me, the derealization, which is, and I know I talked about this before, where it looks like I'm watching a movie and like everything looks really two-dimensional, and I really feel it just seems odd to me. It just doesn't seem right. And then I started getting another term, depersonalization, where you feel like there's something wrong with your body, like it's not yours, or you're detached from it or something. And I mean, and it gets to be upsetting, because it starts to feel like, it feels like there have been times where it feels like I've been placed into somebody else's body in their house with their pets and stuff, and I'm almost a little confused about where is this place, and time seems a little off too, like, and then so then I freak out, like, oh my god, I'm going psychotic, and then all of a sudden I catastrophize, where I go to the worst case scenario automatically, which is something I've done all my life, I think. Oh my god, I'm gonna end up in the hospital, and everybody's gonna talk about how crazy I am. I'll never be able to go to show my face at the shelter again. My dogs are gonna be boarded while I'm in the hospital. My mom's gonna have to come from Texas. You know, and then I just have a panic attack. But I do not like this feeling of, you know, like, all of a sudden I've landed in somebody else's space, and I'm kind of confused about what time of day is it, what I'm supposed to be doing, and these things don't look tangible, like depth perception's way off, and I go to reach for things and I see my hand, and I don't quite understand that that's my hand attached to my body. And I mean, if I just say Megan is a symptom and move forward, open up the curtains so I can see that it's okay, it's nighttime, or something that really seems to help snap me out of it is I'll hook the dogs up and we'll go for a little short walk around the block, and I'll get a better sense of, okay, it's night, we're doing our 9 o'clock walk, and blah blah blah. So and it's, I don't seem to have it at the animal shelter, because I think because I'm so busy, I'm so engaged with other people that I don't have time to notice it. I just am. I notice that I'm like, say I'll say something and not remember I just said it or just did it, and little tiny things, but nothing that makes me feel frightened. And so, you know, I'm not feeling well, and I'm really not looking for, I'm just hoping that some of it is weather related, and that we'll have a sunny day soon, but it didn't look promising in the forecast. But that it will be sunny, and I'll come out of it, because I don't want to call my doctor. In fact, I think it would be the first time I've had to call this doctor. Any other time I've said, okay, now if this is not better by this time, I'm going to call. In this case, I had it for about a week, and it went away for a few days, and then it came back, and now it's worse. And so I'm talking more of severity of symptoms than length. And, you know, and some doctors get ticked off when you don't call. Why didn't you call me? I don't want to be that person that calls every time they have, you know, a bad day or something. But anyway, I just don't, and I also don't want anyone messing with my medications, you know, when it's like gonna be a 2-week depression I can weather through. I don't feel suicidal or anything like that. If anything, I just feel like I want to feel better. I wish I could feel like I did before I felt this way. They haven't started, but I'm starting to feel that I'm going to start having spontaneous sobbing, which is embarrassing. Because a lot of times when I'm in a really deep depression, I'll alternate where I'll have like several hours of just flat emptiness, blank stare, and then I'll have like a 3-hour crying jag of pacing, and then go back to the flat kind of thing. But I have this book here, and I've been planning to do the book review on it, but I'm really not feeling up to it right now. And I am answering my comments and stuff, but I'm kind of keeping it to days where I don't go to the animal shelter. I go about 4 days a week for about 4 hours, because it's too much for my brain and I can't focus. So just so in case you noticed, it's been several days since if I haven't responded, and now we'll get to see if I really can upload longer movies, even though I'm sure you guys don't want to listen to me for this long. It's that, see, that's another, they used to think that I was hearing voices when I would pause when I was depressed, and I pause and close my eyes or just stop and look up, and what's happening is that my thoughts are coming so slowly, and they're like so lost in there that sometimes I have to like stop and wait, or try to find it in there. So I'm just hoping I'm gonna magically feel better. I guess I should set a date. Friday, I guess. Let me see my weather. I can see 10-day forecast. Oh, lovely. We have rain Thursday. So if I don't feel better when I wake up on Friday, I'm gonna put a call in to my doctor. So anyway, I like to do more educational, but this is a vlog. I gotta go. Bye.